Hi again, my name is Colette O'Connor. I'm a local singer-songwriter, and it is my pleasure to be able to take some people that I know have phenomenal talent and put them up here on the stage that I get to play on every once in a while. And today I am introducing David Jackson. He's got some videos already up.
Thank you, girl.
Online, but these are gems. He brings us gems on his very amazing sounding guitar. So this is David Jackson. And David Jackson, you have run multiple open mics. You've been supportive of children learning, young adults coming into music, doing their thing. You've been doing this for a long time. You've got a lot of friends out there that know you for a phenomenal human being as well as an amazing musician. So I'm not telling you something you don't already know.
Trying to make me blush.
Yeah, a little bit. I don't see why not. But how long have you been promoting other musicians in the area?
Well, I first started with the South Shore Folk Club in '78. That wasn't my baby, but that set me up to want to do the folk music. We had the Folk Triangle, First Encounter in Eastham, the Tri-Works in New Bedford, and the South Shore Folk Music Club, which used Tri-Works as a way to, this is how you do it. And so I started the Driftwood Coffee House at the Guyabon Gallery in Hyannis. That was, let's say, 1989 to 96. And then Project Arts with Mike Landers and Lloyd Rosenberg and Christine Reverdy down in Plymouth on the waterfront for 1 year. And then I started CAPE, which is still going now, students opening up for mentors.
Students and mentors, yeah.
But right now it's just the students, and we're in Marston's Mills as Cape Carousel. From there, I did a bunch of open mics, like Three Fish and a Ram and some others. But
that's where I
just keep going.
Yeah, I met you there, and you also frequent area music festivals and other open mics, and so you maybe don't feature, maybe don't run it, but you're a huge. You call yourself people's biggest fan.
I'm a professional fan. That's my profession.
And so it's really hard to get you to do this because you're so busy encouraging people and listening to people. But over the years, you have met and seen rise through the ranks other open micers that have gone on to national, international, professional careers as singer-songwriters. And to me, that's really encouraging because people working their way through the ranks need to know it can happen. Name drop, give us a couple of people that you know.
Well, Sissy Higgins.
Right.
Sissy Higgins was in a band called Sleepless Nights with Darrell Scott and Chucky Paris. And Chucky was playing guitar for the John Lincoln Wright and the Sour Mash Boys. Oh, he was a hired gun, so he played for everybody. And he was on Patty Larkin's second album. But Sissy brought Darrell down to the coffee house at the Driftwood in Hyannis, and he just brought a banjo, and he was playing so much stuff that he became one of the guys I just had to watch as a player, as a songwriter, because he came to Boston to study poetry for 10 years, but he was playing with everybody in town, and I think he produced Susan Werner's first album, Two Trains. So that was a great night to see somebody like that.
Oh, you've seen the concerts, especially at South Shore Folk Music. I know we did the Old Shipyard.
Oh, the Cayley?
The Cayley last night. And was that where you started, where you saw the 10-year-old boy with the guitar that just made you say, if he can do this, I can do this?
Yeah, Mark Ryer. And the family, the Ryers, they started the South Shore Folk Club. But before that, they started the guitar night at the Ventures Library in Marshfield, which became the Cayley, a Gaelic name for a gathering, people sitting around. And I saw this kid playing John Denver, my favorite performer ever, John Denver playing Fly Away, and I got so excited I went home, and my mother, she knew that she could tap that, so she bought me a guitar at Woolworths in Hanover.
Cool.
A $40 guitar, which I love to this day. Wish I had it, but I love that sound. Aged plywood. And from then on, I've been going to the Kayleys. Robbie Walsh, he
Right. I
he
met him
runs it
last
now.
night. Yep.
But Mark comes down from Maine, and he comes down and helps out and plays his songs.
So you took a guitar and you sort of, I mean, this is how the legend goes. You slung it across your back and then you just started walking across the country to cultivate music from different locations. And in your travels, you learned so much along the road and met so many very interesting people that were your mentors.
Well, yeah, I moved to Washington, Mass, because I was a forest ranger out in the Berkshires in Chester State Forest in Huntington. And my friend said, you can stay with me. She didn't know I liked folk music, and I didn't know Arlo Guthrie was her neighbor. So there was 4 houses on the street, and Arlo had the last 2. And just watching, Arlo was always on the road, but his wife had a little art studio up the road, and she was very kind, giving me tickets and stuff. But what I loved about it is how folk music, people share it.
Right.
And they send the music, and it gets changed, it gets morphed, and it goes on to somebody else, and somebody hears it. Now, they might have heard it with an accent, but they didn't know what that word was because the accent didn't come across. But they thought it was another word, and they learned it that way. And they taught it to somebody else, and it's totally getting morphed and morphed.
It's alive. Yeah, it's a living thing.
And then you see Arlo with Pete Seeger, and you hear about Woody Guthrie, his dad, and it just opens up, and you just say, man, folk music's really good because it's like the oral history, in a sense, and where people came from. It's just beautiful. I just love that. But, you know, the only thing about going out there when Arlo was living out there was that I was really struck by all the history around Arlo, and even Huntington's career, which is his sister Nora, I believe, had a lot to do with trying to bring awareness to Huntington's career. And they're still doing something down in Stockbridge, Massachusetts right now. But like I said, I didn't know he was there, but I figured that was a sign from God. Right. Study, learn.
Right. And you had the opportunity, well, I'm going to get out of the way so we can hear some of what you've learned, but it is eclectic, and it is amazing, and I'm in awe.
Oh,
all right,
well,
you take
thanks.
the stage, sir.
Well, I did buy thank you, Colette. I did buy an album Arlo had, The Last of the Brooklyn Cowboys, and on that album was Kevin Burke, and I got into fiddles. Fiddles is my favorite instrument, so this song, Blue Jazz, I wrote the instrumental while watching people dance at Jacob's Pillow. And it worked. I put a Jimi Hendrix lyric to it, his Voodoo Child lyric. And I have to give King Yanni Yi credit for giving it the name Blue Jazz. I came next to a mountain. I cut in half with the edge of my hand. I came next to a mountain. Cut in half with the edge of my hand. I didn't mean to take up all your sweet time. I give it right back one of these days. I didn't mean to take up all your sweet time, little girl. Give it right back one of these days. 'Cause I'm a voodoo child, Lord knows I'm a voodoo child. I didn't mean to take up all your sweet time. I'll give it right back one of these days. I didn't mean to take up all your sweet time, little girl. Give it right back one of these days. 'Cause I'm a voodoo child, Lord knows I'm a voodoo child. I said I'm a voodoo child. Aha, I dropped my pick. Can I do that again? Sorry. I'm not used to playing and, getting recorded. It's something in my mind. I came next to a mountain, cut in half with the edge of my hand. I came next to a mountain, cut in half with the edge of my hand. Cause I'm a voodoo child, Lord knows I'm a voodoo child, voodoo child. I didn't mean to take up all your sweet time. I'll give it right back one of these days. I didn't mean to take up all your sweet time. Give it right back one of these days. Yeah. 'Cause I'm a voodoo child, Lord knows I'm a voodoo child. I'm a voodoo child. I didn't mean to take up all your sweet time. I'll give it right back one of these days. I didn't mean to take up all your sweet time, little girl. I'll give it right back one of these days. 'Cause I'm a voodoo child, Lord knows I'm a voodoo child, voodoo child. Voodoo Child. And the next tune I'm going to do is an old T-Bone Walker tune. They call it Stormy Monday. Tuesday is just as bad. Lord, they call it Stormy Monday. Tuesday is just as bad. Lord, on Wednesday's worse. Thursday's all so sad. Yeah, the eagle flies on Friday. Saturday I go out to play. The eagle flies on Friday. Saturday I go out to play. Lord, and Sunday I go to church. And I kneel down and I pray. That's what I do. They call it Stormy Monday. Tuesday is just as bad. Lord, they call it Stormy Monday. Tuesday is just as bad. Lord, on Wednesday's worse. Thursday's just as bad. Hey. T-Bone and Stormy Monday. I also learned this from Clarence Gatemouth Brown, too. Lord, the cold Stormy Monday. Tuesday is just as bad. Lord, the cold Stormy Monday. Tuesday is just as bad. Lord, and Saturday is worse. Tuesday's bad. That's what they call Stormy Monday. And for my mom, like I said, I love fiddle playing. I heard Kevin Burke and the first month of South Shore Folk Music Club, Johnny Cunningham. And Johnny Cunningham brought all the second immigration Irish people to New York and recorded them. People like Soulless with John Doyle. And this song meant a lot to me, Shokin Farewell, because when my mom passed, my fiddler friend, Bo Prippen, played this tune at my mom's service, and I played it at his father-in-law's and over, so it's traveled our families pretty well. Try it one more time. I gotta tell you something about this song too. It was written by Jay Unger, and Jay played with Fiddle Fever years ago. And about 10 years before Ken Burns did the Civil War documentary, that song was out. And he picked that one particular tune for the Ken Burns documentary on the Civil War. And two people have recorded lyrics to it, Priscilla Herdman and Cleo Lane. Cleo Lane's version is called A Time for Farewell. And I would tell you all to go take a listen to that. And thank you all for, and Colette, C3 TV, live at Center Stage. Thank you all for allowing me to do this. The more I do it, I'll get used to it. But thank you so much. Appreciate it.